Hello everyone, my name is Kitetsu and welcome back to my channel. So this video is a little bit of an experiment. I basically want to see if it's possible for me to make videos a little bit quicker in a sense, and basically I want to be able to react to news quite quickly because at the moment there is so much stuff being announced, released, leaked, and some of this stuff is really exciting. And obviously my main schedule is to have a video out every Friday, but sometimes I feel like it'd be nice to have a smaller kind of video out every once in a while that can just update people a little bit quicker. And you know, this video won't require anywhere near the planning and thought that I put into my main series, so it's just an experiment to see if I can do something like this. And I thought, hey, some stuff has just leaked for NECROMUNDA, which I've had my eye on for a while, and I thought, let's put this video up there and just see how it does. Obviously, my channel is primarily an Age of Sigmar channel. That is definitely how it's going to stay, but this just looks really exciting, and it was actually because I was looking at Shadespire that it made me think, let's just look into this NECROMUNDA thing a little bit more and find out more about it and see if it's something I'm interested in. Shadespire has kind of converted me to this idea of having standalone boxed games. I think there's just something about this whole 90s vibe with NECROMUNDA. I was born in the 90s, and most of my childhood, like the really early 90s, and most of my childhood was in the 90s, and I actually remember vividly seeing people like this still around, like with the massive bright green Mohicans and crazy clothes and all of that. And there's just something about NECROMUNDA that is really nostalgically bringing back my childhood, and I really like it. I know some people are going to look at it and think it looks really goofy, but there's just something about it that I'm really keen on. So I just had to talk about it, and basically all of the prices have leaked, and I've been kind of sitting there waiting on the fence until I could see the prices of the main box set before I kind of decided if I wanted to commit to this set. So I'm going to quickly just talk about what this whole thing is for people who haven't heard of it. It's going to be a real whistle-stop tour, but after that I kind of want to run through these prices, give you my thoughts on it, and kind of just see if it's worthwhile really. So basically, NECROMUNDA, as it says here, is an industrial planet full of factories, mines and refineries. It's home to these hive cities where billions of people potentially live their lives, and the whole point of this planet, this industrial planet, is that it supplies all of the galaxies nearby with goods and commodities or whatever it might be that the Imperium needs, okay? So this is very much rooted within the 40k universe. Underneath these hive cities, you basically have the poorer people and the gangs and the criminals and all sorts of people, which makes for a very cool backdrop and setting. You've got miles and miles of tunnels basically underground, and there's just something about this that really reminds me of like the Mad Max movies. And I don't know if any of you guys have been watching Stranger Things, but it's just got that kind of vibe to it, which is really cool. And like I said, it's just so nostalgic to my childhood, which, I don't know, I just really like the look of it. But basically, here's the contents of the box. They've been available for a while now. You have these different gangs competing in the Underhive, and within this box you get two gangs. One of them I believe is called the Goliath Gang, and the other one I think is called Escher. And the Goliaths are basically a group of almost abhumans, I think they're called, and apparently they can be bigger than a space marine is naturally. So they're massive, colossal people, and as you might expect, they're kind of brutish and strong, and they like getting into close combat and smacking things. Whereas the Escher, if I'm saying that correctly, I hope I am, they are a gang of all females, and I think within their gang, the men are just withered, useless I think their only real use is basically for breeding, and other than that, they're weak, they're pathetic, and they're looked down on a lot by the gang members. So you've got all these rival factions, you've got a kind of new game system which is based quite strongly on just the standard current 40k rules. In the box you're going to get the rule book, you're going to get 2 different gangs, you're going to get the range rulers, you're going to get the gang cards, you also get blank gang cards, so I guess you can make up your own characters and gangs. That's one thing that Games Workshop have been really stressing, is that the models you get in this set are fully customizable. So they're not like the Age of Sigmar starter kit where they're push fit, well, they're not really push fit, but they're very static monopose models. In here, they're completely customizable. You can choose different accessories, different weapon options, different poses. You know, that's something that a lot of people have been asking for, and it's cool, it's exciting. It shows that they're kind of listening to us and responding to our demands. You get some tactical cards, you get templates, which I think is interesting, because as far as I'm aware, 40k at the moment in its current edition isn't really using templates, and you get the game board, you get all of this scenery. I think the scenery could be a touch more impressive, but based on the price we're looking at, I think everything in this box comes together to quite a good deal. So first things first, the pre-orders are going live on the 11th of November, and it's actually going to be launching from the 24th of November, and I don't know if those dates were available before today, so that's pretty cool, just to know that we can basically know when we can expect to get our hands on this box. These were the leaks, which I found on Spiky Bits, and what they have shown us is a snippet of information from the White Dwarf magazine, which I think is due out on Friday, and it tells you when you can pre-order, when the things are available, and what the prices are going to be in the various different regions. So obviously I will focus on English here because that's where I'm from, but you're looking at £75 for the whole box set. And first things first, I'm just going to get that out of the way. I'm pleased with that price point because I was expecting it to maybe be kind of along the lines of Blight War, which was £95. So I was hoping, really hoping that this was going to be the £75 price point, but I wasn't sure. The other thing to note is that the different gang boxes are going to be released separately. So if you want to get the Escher gang or the Goliath gang separately, or the respective gang cards, which you have to buy again separately, you can do that, but you cannot get the rulebook separately from this box, okay? So if you're thinking, hey, I want to play Necromunda and I don't want to buy this starter set, you may be thinking, well, I could just buy the gang that I'm interested in separately, and that's going to cost you £25, and then you might think, well, I'll get the cards as well, but the actual rulebook is not available separately. Games Workshop's reasoning behind this is that they are expecting you to buy this set. If you want to play Necromunda, you have to buy the set, basically. If you want to make your own gangs and customize these sets beyond what you get in the starter set, that's where the separate gangs become available to purchase, okay? I hope I'm saying that clearly, but basically that's their idea, is the separate gangs are available to kind of expand on this set rather than to be a substitution. I'm going to probably end up getting this online where I normally do, and they do things for 25% off, and I think £75 sets normally end up just over 50 quid, which I think is a really good price point for this. You get the gangs, which, as I said, are very highly customizable, but the scenery, I think, it's a nice touch to have it in there. If you think that Games Workshop are selling the 2 different gangs for £25 each, then £50 of that 75 is already made up of those 2 sets. So what else are you getting in there? You're getting the rulebook, which, based on the pictures they've shown so far, assuming that is the final rulebook, it does look quite substantial, which is nice and impressive. You get the game board, which is quite a decent size. Quite a bit of scenery. I think the scenery could be more detailed, but one thing I really like about it is, and I don't know if you can really tell from this picture, but the barricades have actually got like holes in them, and they've kind of got different levels of heights. And that basically means that when you put the figures up against them, they can kind of peek through, and it's like they're mostly behind cover, but they can still aim their gun through, which is, I don't know, I just really like it. It kind of looks cool if you can find some pictures of it online. You also get some, I assume, some objective markers, which are pretty nice, I guess. I haven't actually ever bought a set of objective markers from Games Workshop, so if I do end up getting this set, which is fairly likely, it means I will finally have a set of objective markers. You get all the custom dice and all of the cards, and I think if we go back to this leak, it says here on the Escher gang cards that's slightly chopped off, it says there's 20 cards for the Escher gang, and I assume you get 20 for the Goliath as well. And then you get the tactical cards and the blank cards, and I assume you get the generic gang cards, which can be used by either gang. So you're looking at quite a few cards, quite a lot of accessories here. You've got a nice set of models. You've got these really cool bases. I always like the more detailed bases on models. So does that equate to £25 extra stuff? Like, definitely. Of course it does. You've got the cards, you've got the boards, you've got the scenery, you've got the objective markers, you've got range rulers, you've got dice, you've got templates, and you've got those custom bases, which I think Games Workshop are going to end up selling separately if you do want to buy the gangs, like as a separate box. I don't think they're going to come with these bases. I think they come available separately. So pretty much that's what I wanted to say in this video. You know, we've looked at the prices, we've looked at how cool these models look, the value of the set. Personally, I'm thinking for 50 odd pounds, I think this is a really great value set, and I'm looking forward to playing it. I love the look of the game, I like the background story. But yeah, let me know down below what you guys think. I hope I haven't like dragged this video out too long. It's meant to be just a quick update video, and if this is something you're interested in me doing more of on my channel, reacting to news as it's coming out, you know, let me know down below and I will see if that's something I can do. But in the meantime, stay awesome guys. Thank you so much for all the support I've been getting. It means the world to me. I can't believe I'm now over 1,000 subscribers. Like, that, it blows my mind. Like, how many times have I said this during my videos that you guys are just blowing my mind, and I can't believe it, and I'm so grateful to you. So thank you very much, stay awesome, and I will see you guys soon.